So he's lying about the mileage.
Yeah, for sure.
What's dripping on the exhaust?
This moment is no problem. Before time is problem.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah, it was a problem.
We're gonna be taking a van to every country in the world.
I have never been so nervous about a border crossing in my life.
This has never even been attempted before.
To fly a parachute in every country of the world.
So we're driving down this crazy street with some of the most beautiful houses I've seen. Everyone is being super friendly, waving. There's people out hanging out on the streets, gypsies on the streets. I don't know what this place is, but it's amazing.
Look at this. Look at this.
The insides of the houses are actually empty, and it's all a facade. That they're all dressed extravagantly and they all have nice shiny houses and nice cars, but it's just a charade. And on the inside they sleep on the ground. There's nothing.
These gypsy houses are fantastic. I've never seen houses with stud crystals on the outside. It looks like somebody bedazzled an entire house.
What's even more interesting is that gypsies here in this side of the world have a very bad reputation. If you want to insult somebody, you call them a gypsy. It's completely different from America, where gypsy is a whimsical, positive thing.
I don't know what they're yelling, but this place is awesome. Everybody's so happy. They put their hand up like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck, huh? They just keep yelling at us with their hand up. I don't know.
No, ei sunt în Breaza, ei vin din Breaza. Da, bine, bine. Puteți trimite și
So George is talking to the guy right now because he doesn't speak any English. So we're trying to buy this van. We want the van outright. The guy's asking 4,500 euros for it. We want it. It's green. It's perfect. It's an amazing deal. So you gotta have a translator.
Bine, și la ce preț e dubă? 4.000 și...
The craziest thing is the timeline we're on. It's already the middle of May, and we're supposed to be out of here on April, so we've literally got to get this van. We've got to get it registered in our name. The coronavirus is happening right now. Everything's just kind of falling apart in the world, and we're just still trying to get this van because when things go right, we need to be ready. We need to be ready to act. Time is of the essence. Look, winter's here, and we're supposed to be leaving in 2 months. We don't have a van to drive. This van, transmission's going, I'm having issues with the power, the turbo is leaking. I just talked to them, the tax company wants $2,400 to finish the registration, and then they're saying that we can't even drive it out of the country for 6 more months.
Maybe we can find a van for a cheap price that's not that expensive. Man, it's like between a rock and a hard place.
I don't know what you want to do. My suggestion would be that we try to find a van for under 5,000 euros and just get out of here. And I think that we can try to find it from locals. I've seen good deals. Let's just go shopping and see what we can find. We got a couple of friends that are going to help us. George said he would translate for us. I think it's the only option.
The car is from 2007, from Italy, and in 2010 had 160,000 kilometers.
160. It had 160,000 already. So he's lying about the mileage.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. The mileage and the year of fabrication. I don't know why.
So apparently the van that we were dreaming about getting, we had our hopes on, we were betting on, we've been wasting 2 weeks for this van. Apparently the guy said it was a 2009, but really it's a 2007. He said it had 285,000 kilometers on it, is what he sent over. The hard part about buying a van overseas is that the first thing is the language barrier. We don't speak Romanian. And I guess a big thing in Romania, a lot of these cars are imported from Germany or Italy. So when they import them, what they do is they take the speedometer out and they replace it with a new one. So that way when they go to register over here, it has less mileage, and then when they go to resell it, it has 200,000-300,000 kilometers less. So we got the coronavirus going wild. Bucharest just shut down anything in and out of it. Turkey borders are shutting down. Greece borders are shutting down right now. Okay, so got a message back from George, and he says that the van, the guy's lying, and he got mad when George accused him that asked him it was about 2007. And now I'm reading online that there's the kind of a tension building between Turkey and Greece on the border from the refugees coming in from Syria. We don't have the van. We don't even have a prospect for a van at this point. Coronavirus is going crazy, ruining all of that stuff. I don't even know if we can get into Turkey. I'm supposed to have an acro class on May 9th, but I don't know what's happening. I really don't know what's going on.
So, we're going to look at this ambulance. We are going to meet with the guy. He doesn't speak very good English, so it should be interesting, but we have a thorough check that we're going to do on the van. We need to check the air, we need to check the heat, we need to check the engine, we need to check the tires. And when I say we, I mean this guy. So, really excited, really nervous. We're still unsure if we should be buying the van. With everything going on, coronavirus, the borders are shutting down, money troubles, we're not even sure if buying a van is the good decision, the smart decision right now, but we're on a mission, we have a dream, so wambulance it is. Ambulance, wambulance. Alright, we're pulling up. Yeah, we're just about there. What are we gonna find? Oh man. How exciting. Cross your fingers, guys, that we just found our new home. So here she is. Oh man. Oh man. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of weird. It's legitimately an ambulance.
It's got lights back here. I think these are sex bars. It's got a bed that we can put back here. This is storage, outside storage. He's revving that motor up. This has got light bars across the top of it are built in.
He's trying to get the air to work.
It's got the air to work. It's got all your drawers. Look. I mean, it's got a little kitchen area already built in. A chair to have your morning coffee and sit down.
What do you think so far? Problems, obstacles?
So obstacles are obviously the motor. It's obviously gonna need some work. You know, it's gonna need a little paint, a little clean, a little TLC.
Windshield.
The windshield has got a crack in it. You good to see that in the thing. I love the locking systems. I mean, it's got good storage. It's definitely unique power. I mean, it's definitely a different kind of home than I was planning on. You know, but at the same time, it's quite unique. It'll be quite the experience driving this. What's smoking? Coming off the manifold?
I don't know. My friend,
Yes.
range is very, very good.
You're
There's no problem.
It looks like that if he was all he did was change the injectors, then why would he put gasket or silicone on there? Which means he probably it was probably smoking, so he probably pulled the head off and then put silicone on there to stop it from smoking as long as he sells it. And then whoever buys it, as soon as it melts all that silicone off the head, it will start smoking again.
Two injector
Yeah,
is broken.
yeah.
Is changed.
Yeah.
This moment is no problem. Before time is problem.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah, it was a problem.
Zic am schimbat asta. I changed this,
I get it.
but now it's not a problem. Now.
Yeah. But it was. So what dripped all over it? It's
La doi.
gasket.
Zic la 2 am schimbat-o eu.
You have to change the gasket too that dripped all over the exhaust. It's just burning whatever was on there.
No.
This is dripping. Whatever the is dripping on the exhaust. What's dripping on the exhaust? It's got some issues. We can't get the air to work. I don't know if the compressor's out or if it's the Freon. I need to look into that. But it's got a lot of cool stuff. It's got a crack in the windshield that he didn't talk about. So, you know, it's definitely had some wear and tear. It was definitely used. Whether it has 170,000 kilometers on it, that's a hard one to believe. But it would definitely be interesting, but I don't know per se if it's worth saving $1,500 versus getting the other one that we know about. I don't know, I have to think about it. We have to look into it and really think about it. But it would be quite the experience. All right, so end of the day, I'm gonna pass on. As much as I love it and love the layout, the motor's been opened up and I can't go into this big trip with all this drama. The air conditioner doesn't work, the radio doesn't work, the windshield's broken. So back to the drawing boards, but we have another van we're looking at on Tuesday that I think is a better fit that we know. It's about €1,000 more is gonna be the problem. But you know, to buy something that you know came from a skydiver and that's been used and it's nice, isn't it?
At the end of the day, you don't want a van that might leave you on the side of the road in the middle of a mountain with no one who speaks your language. It's the peace of mind that gets something a little bit more expensive. Might not be exactly what you want.
Just hurts our wallet and part of our show, but I mean, we're all in, so what's 1,000 more if at the end of the day that allows us to go to the more countries to set the record? So basically, we don't look at it as what does the van cost. It really boils down into my head is what does the record cost? And if the record costs me an extra 1,000 and I have 194 more countries to go, we know it's gonna cost more than 1,000 per country. So in the grand scheme of things, it's 0.5% of the cost. So
No ambulance today.
no, wait, no, it was the Vambulance.
No ambulance.
No Vambulance today.
Womp, womp, womp.
The ambulance was a no-go. The green van I wanted was a no-go. All these guys are scammers. What's happening is we're getting out there and they're telling me they only have so many kilometers on it, and then we're getting out there and finding out that they've rolled the speedometer. Essentially what happens is a lot of these vehicles come from Germany or other countries, and when they get over here, they take the odometer out and they replace it with a new one, and then they put 200,000 kilometers on it, and then they try to sell it as 200,000 kilometers. But my friend George has told me ways that we can get around it and look at what the real history is on this.
We are not having any luck. None of these vans are working. Everybody we talk to about buying a van is lying. They're rolling back the speedometers. We go look at a van, they say it's in great condition. We get there and it's a rust bucket. And at this point, I don't trust any of the vans. I don't want to be stuck somewhere on the side of the road or in the middle of nowhere in the forest with a van that I don't trust and that breaks down on me, and it could be a bad situation. I think at this point, the best option is to just use this van and do what we can do about the paperwork and just keep pushing forward. And it might cause some more problems down the line, but I think at this point, it is the lesser of the two evils. And honestly, I love Good Time Sally. She's been good to us. We can paint her, we can do a little customization, I think, and improve some of the pain points we have and then send it that way. You know, she's been good to us, so.
So now the van build comes into play. I don't have a lot of money to build this van out. I think I can use what wood I have from the previous build that we had in here when we got it from Norway. And I think the best bet would be to rip all of it out and start over. I'm gonna take it out to this field up in the mountains close to where we live in Briaza. I'm gonna pull everything out, assess the situation, and try to use whatever scraps I can to rebuild this van. It's all about being on a budget. The dream is to fly a parachute in every country of the world. And how we do that is irrelevant. I don't care if we have to walk, hitchhike, take buses, take trains. My intention is clear. I want to set this record, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I hope that the good karma keeps rolling, and for what karma, maybe not having the best paperwork or maybe squeezing through some borders, I hope the good karma that we do along the way will justify it and it all plays out and the vehicle gods are in our favor. I think this is gonna be good. I'm gonna go build this van. I don't have any tools. I have a hatchet, I have a hacksaw, I have a drill, and I have a bunch of scrap wood. I'm pretty sure I can build this thing out though. A van build in less than a weekend to get ready for one of the biggest trips of my life. What could go wrong?
I think those are cops.
Those are definitely cops.
Oh,
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Remember, you can help us set a world record and fly a parachute in every country of the world by hitting the like button, subscribing, and turning on notifications.
and also, if you like free stuff, we work with brands and are always giving away freebies. You can click here to enter.
See you in the next episode.